Hello everyone. I know it's been a while, but I finally felt like posting a video again. Today I will be going through some of my old artwork and I guess more recent as well in some of the later videos I have planned. But today I'm going back almost 6 months, I believe. Or less, it could be less, I don't remember. But I'm gonna be telling you what to do and not to do when drawing. So, as you probably already could tell, I'm not the greatest at posing at this stage, and that will eventually improve, but right now you're just gonna have to bear with me. You never really want your characters to be in a pose where they're just like looking right at the camera angle, I guess. Not camera angle, I'm stupid. Right at you. You can do more dynamic things that will look better, even if you decide to have them look at you, or at something. I don't really know how to put that, but that hopefully makes sense. As you can see right now, I'm finishing up line work and now coloring. It's always good to have a color palette determined before you start your artwork, unlike me, because I'm really stupid. So usually you want to determine what colors you're gonna do before, but it's always fine if you do that later on. You may also notice that I didn't do any shading on this piece, and I was originally going to, but then I just kind of got bored with it and thought, this is not a very good pose or drawing, really. So I just moved on, and here's the finished product. Now moving on, we have a piece of art for my game. I think this was originally gonna be like the main screensaver, I guess, or like poster for the game, and I am still pretty proud of how it came out. Despite what it started as, it really improves, and you'll see that. It's always good to start with a sketch like this to see where you're gonna go. You may also notice that I'm using a reference picture, and yes, that was done by me as well. I am also proud of how that came out, but I am even more proud of how this one came out. It's always good to use reference pictures and images, because that way you can like see what you're gonna do. I know I'm giving like super generic tips, but it's true. Always use reference. If you can get like stuff from real life too, that's helpful. I did that with some of these fish characters. And now you can see I'm moving on to coloring. Like I said previously, it's good to have a color palette picked out before, because it can be difficult to change the colors later on if you need to or want to. You can see that I'm using my reference image again here. I think I'm just taking the colors from it this time though. It's always helpful to do that if you need to match colors. I usually do that because I'm no good with that. I never was taught color theory in elementary school and middle school or anything, really. And now onto shading. For this piece, I didn't really know what to do, so I just did my default shading maneuver where I shade in the center area of the drawing or characters and then pretend like the light is coming from behind them. This one actually turned out pretty good by just doing that, but I would suggest doing other forms of shading as well. Don't be like me. And you can see I'm filling in that character to make a layer over it that's slightly darker. And I was trying to do the same thing with the rocks and stuff on the bridge, but I failed. And there's the finished product. For this piece, you can already see that I have an old image put in there, and that's because I wanted to replicate this one, but make it look better, because this one looks like garbage. I actually really like the new one. I feel like I improved quite a bit, but there is still more stuff I could improve. Now that I look back, I can see like the circle in the middle of the throne opening thing is all lopsided, and well, the throne itself is lopsided. And always make sure you get that kind of stuff figured out in your sketch layer, otherwise you're probably gonna forget like I did and never get back to it. You can see with this drawing, I really just traced over the first one, but evened some things out and changed the design slightly and stole colors. Moving on to shading, I honestly don't really like what I did with this one. I feel like it was super bland and uniform across the whole thing, and it makes it look just super bad. But later on, I think it improves a bit more, but still doesn't look very good to just light up one corner of the object you want to make look brighter, I guess. As you can see in this piece, there's not a lot of contrast. It's really just the same colors, and that's something I wish I would have changed, but it's too late now. I do still like what I did with this lighting effect here at the end, how I had the light orb and the, I guess, corona around it, and then the light coming up from the floor. Okay everyone, that's gonna be it for today. Here are the final products one last time if you wanted to see them again. I'm honestly proud of all three of them if I'm being honest, but two of them are quite a bit better than the others, and that's because they're not people. I'm no good with people. But thanks for watching as always, and I will see you next time.